Hello, welcome to week 29, I believe. Um, it is the end of the workday, and it was a pretty good week last week. I am down 1.8 pounds, making for a total of 61.2 pounds since my surgery. I actually had my 6 month visit or whatever, follow-up visit yesterday. And all of that went well. Like, all of my numbers are good. I guess the cholesterol was like slightly high. Like, they consider like the bad cholesterol, HDL, I think. It should be 110 and lower, and I think mine was like 120. So, like, not a huge deal. And everything else was good. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the hair loss has subsided. I'll put a link to the shampoo that I've been using. And then I also, in addition to biotin, I started taking collagen. I found a vegan one on Amazon. And I think it also has some hyaluronic acid. I think all those things are good for skincare and hair and all of that in general. I mentioned it was vegan. So the reason why is I just think it's kind of gross to think about. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I actually have been a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian for like 10 years. But I don't know. I just thought it was kind of gross. So because the option of vegan came up, I took it. Fun fact, if you want to ruin a vegan's day, probably an amateur vegan, not like a real vegan, sugar is not considered vegan. Most sugar, like certainly any white sugar, powdered sugar, even brown sugar, because brown sugar gets its coloring from molasses. It's not vegan, and the reason why is because they filter it. They, carbon filtration. Well, what they get the carbon from is ground up cow bones. I mean, I eat beef, so I'm not like mad about it, but it's just, a fun way to ruin someone's day. That's so awful. I've lost 61 pounds. I'm already turning into a bully. So awful. Just kidding. So anyways, I am down 1.8 pounds this week, down 61.2 pounds overall. So it's a little slow going. I'm like halfway through my month 6, so I'm obviously a little off from being down an average of 10 pounds a month. So, I mean, I guess by this point I should be down 65 pounds. But my doctor's office didn't seem that concerned. I compare myself to, like my favorite YouTubers, and the ones that have been successful. So I don't know, maybe that's not realistic. I don't know. Why not? I mean, it worked for them. But, we're all different weights. We're all different people. So, metabolisms and activities and all of that kind of stuff. I have a desk job for 9 hours a day. So I don't know everybody else's life. Anyway, that's about all for me. I don't think I have anything else. So, down 1.8 for the week, down 61.2 total. Good 6 months visit. All my stats were good. And I guess that's all I have for y'all this week. I'm just trying to stay consistent in making these videos. I know some of them are not very exciting, but, at least you got a way to ruin a vegan's day. So